All right. Good morning, or I guess it's probably evening when you're watching this. My name is Miss Kim. I'm just going to kind of go through what class is going to look like and a little bit about myself. So I'm going to share my screen. Present. All right. Women and Gender Studies. So first, just a little bit about myself. My name is Brittany Kim. Oh, that is the wrong email. I'm sorry. Last year, my email hadn't switched over yet. So it's bkim@nsd.org. I graduated with my bachelor's in history from UW. I have my master's in teaching from Western. I taught in the Seattle School District and Lake Washington School District before coming to North Shore back in 2016. Some fun facts: I'm also a certified ski instructor. I have a cat. I speak Italian, and I'm currently learning Korean. And I like to eat all food. Just some images. So, love Tim Hortons. My family came from Canada. My grandparents moved here from Canada. This is a picture of me and my husband doing payback ceremony. My husband is Korean, so we had two weddings, one here, one in Korea. I thought that was a cool picture. This is my cat, Azula. She's very cute. And this is a photo of me. I had to find photos that don't have children's faces, but I have volunteered with the Good Times Project for the last 10 years. It is a nonprofit that provides just really fun summer camps for children and their families who are experiencing cancer. So just some stuff about me. So my philosophy as a teacher, I like to share, I want to know your student as an individual. I want to respect and learn about their culture, their background. I want them to grow, as a human and a scholar. And I want all my students to feel safe, like they belong, because if they don't feel safe, then they can't challenge themselves. That's the whole point of school. And my number one priority is always their safety, physical, mental, and emotional. I like this quote. I just think it's a nice thought of, I love myself as I was, as I am, and as I'll be. And I try to kind of reinforce that because I know teenage years are hard. Kids are usually struggling with kind of who they are and who they want to be. So Women and Gender Studies, this is a new class this year. I'm super excited to teach it. It's something I've wanted to teach for a very long time at the high school level. It is not a class often offered at the high school level. So we're doing some pioneering here at Inglemoor. How we're kind of covering this course is we're, covering some ancient matriarchal societies up till, more modern women's history, as well as diving into current issues that affect women and anybody with fluid gender. Some of the skills that we practice, lots of discussion, critical thinking. We do practices for public speaking, just practicing that skill because it's hard. Research, lots of research, decision making, and more. And the fun thing about this class is students actually help build what we learn. So they propose topics, things that they have questions about. I prepare lessons, and then we do lessons based on what they want to learn about. Some important things to know: attendance, absence, everything's kind of weird because of COVID. So just understand that if your student is sick, if they're absent for any reasons, I give lots of time for late work. I'm very flexible if they need extra help or extra time. So the number one rule is just communicate with me. If I don't know what's going on, it's really hard for me to be able to help. Day to day is a lot of discussion activities, a lot of reading articles, reading journals, and then discussing them. We'll be having lots of guest speakers, hopefully. There's a lot of rules with COVID, so I'm still kind of navigating what I can and can't do when it comes to guest speakers. But at the very least, they'll be coming in through Zoom. Some of the guest speakers I've lined up, I have a woman who works in real estate in Seattle and just talks about, she owns her own business. So like, what is it, to be a woman who runs her own business, her experiences in the business world, as well as just housing and things that, women should know about housing. I have a couple reps from the Washington State legislature that are going to come in and talk about women in politics and what it's like to be a woman in government. And those are just a couple of the ones. I'm working as well with a pediatrician to come in and talk about women's health issues. So we'll see, what COVID allows, but really looking forward to that. I don't typically do tests. I do more formative assessments. So that's kind of day-to-day testing their knowledge, and rather than having a big assessment at the end, which just studies have proven it only shows short-term learning to do tests like that. So try to focus on long-term learning. If you ever need to get a hold of me, email is always the best way. I check my email every day except for the weekends. So yeah, pretty much any time during school hours, I have my email open. So I'm usually very quick about responding. On occasion, at most it usually takes me like 24 hours to respond to an email, except for the weekends. I do not check my email on the weekends. These are just some organization helps I like to throw out for parents. If you have a student who struggles with organization, it's like one of the most common issues that students have. So Day Viewer, kind of like a day planner. Workflowy is more list notebook style. Evernote, kind of a combination, so gives options. Habitica is actually a game, so you get points, level ups, if you're staying organized. Google Calendar is a good one. Most students, it's already on their phone. It's just an app, and it can connect to their entire Google account with school, so that's a good one. Another one I've had that students really like who have trouble with organization is getting a bullet journal. That's like a physical journal, so you can get one at sure Barnes & Noble has them. Oh, and that is pretty much it. So if you have any questions on women and gender studies, definitely email me and I'll answer them as best I can. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a good year.